Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I'm your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Virgo in May 2019. Hello, Virgo. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. All right, guys, no general announcements, really, so that's your main spread there. Shuffled off camera to save time. What I'll shuffle now for is your outcome and your overall energy. Once all of the cards are out and they're lying face up on the table, that's when the reading begins. You can look in the description box below if you want to hit the timestamp and jump ahead to when the reading starts. I don't blame you. And I wouldn't know anyway. They don't give me that information around here. Also down there, you're going to find the information you need if you want to book a personal reading with me. Right now, that price is set to $25. It's my most in-depth reading that I do. Clarifier, 6-card spread, oracle cards, all that good stuff. If you have been thinking about it, I think you should do it soon. As when June comes, I'm going to raise the price on that reading, as well as introduce two new and different, there you go, new and different spreads that I'll offer as services on the channel. But for now, if you want the most in-depth reading that I offer, you could get that for $25, and all that information is below in the description box, okay? All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and get you an outcome for May 2019, okay? Let me see Virgo's outcome for May 2019, please. Virgo's outcome in May 2019, please show me. Did something flip? No. Okay. Virgo outcome May 2019. Oh my God, every time I look away or close my eyes, thank you, it feels like something was moving. And it's directly underneath the table. So I'm going to have to pause for just a second. I'll be right back. All right, Virgo, so it came in the side position. Let's see how they want it on the table for you. Okay, thank you. All right, and only one card came face down, so let's see what's going on there. Okay. Well. Let's figure out, pardon me, what's going on with you? Please show me Virgo in May 2019. Excuse me. Please show me Virgo in May 2019. Please show me. Wow, okay, right there. All right, Virgo, coming into May, you come in with the Lover's card, all right? Major Arcana card for Gemini, so you might have a connection with a Gemini, but it does not have to be that way. Well, this is very much concerning a relationship for many of you, not all of you, but many of you. It's concerning a romantic relationship at that, where maybe, I mean, this looks like honeymoon or newlywed type energy or a long-term marriage. So there's like a heavy commitment for many of you that is sort of focal to you. It's on your mind. You and this person feels kismet to you, feels destined to you. It feels as if you've met your match. Like there's no other person in this world for you. Like you see this couple, like how they're just like all about one another, and then the angel above, or the fairy in this case, maybe it looks like a fairy or an angel, could be either way. All of this is very effusive. The looks that they're giving each other, it's very intense. It's like, damn, that's my baby. Oh, damn, I love that man. Or damn, I love that woman. It's very heartfelt. It's very heavy in the emotions department, this connection with this other person. If you don't have a partner, this is how you want to feel. If you have a crush on someone, you might be making eyes at them and they're like not even looking your way. But there's an intensity here, an intense connection between you and another person that, again, feels kismet, feels destined, feels as if you guys are kindred. And I'm emphasizing feels like, okay? Purposely. Because feelings, as we all know, are very subjective. And so there's a part here where maybe these feelings, in some cases, not all, aren't reciprocated, or are for review. Right? Something is changing. Something has changed. Something will change. Something is not what it used to be, or something. It's just, for you, Virgo, I feel that it is the same. I think for the other person, it's like, we can't be sure. Okay? So we'll find out. So I like it in the sense of, I think that no matter what, it is a match. No matter what, there is a bond. I think the temperature of the bond is changing, or will change, or has changed. However you want to, wherever you are in your timeline, you know. I'm like already like trepidatious. Like, I'm nervous to proceed. Like, I feel many of you Virgos, you want the reading to stop here. Put the brakes on that. That's all I needed to know. But I gotta tell you, there's more down here. I'm not even looking, but I can feel it. There's more down here that's going to illuminate what's going on here. And some of you are not wanting it to be illuminated. Okay? So let's see what's going on. Okay, so right. That's so funny. You know, I flip the cards, or I put the board out, and I'm not really paying attention. I'm more like focused on my spiel. And then when I'm shuffling for the outcome and the overall, I'm really just like looking off into the distance, or in this case, I was closing my eyes. So I really had no idea that this was down here. So you don't want it illuminated, is exactly what I just said. What's right next to you? The Moon card. Major Arcana card for Pisces. And what do we know about the Moon card? What immediate associations do we make with the Moon card? Well, under the light of the moon, can you see anything? Not really. It's dark out. There's lots of shadows. And, you know, maybe it's, if you're out in the middle of the forest, away from the city, or away from even a suburban area, it's dark as shit under the light of the moon. So there's a lack of seeing, a lack of knowing. There's fog and mist around you, or around this situation. There's something you don't know. There's something you don't understand. There's something you are not privy to. And it's just a whole crazy mess. Well, I don't want to say a crazy mess, but emotionally crazy, maybe. Like, disabled in the emotions. Like, you want back here. You want to be back here. Ooh, I'm all touching the wrong thing. You want to be back here. In this staring deeply into each other's eyes. Making vows, telling each other your deepest, darkest secrets, giving each other words of affirmation and words of love and adoration. Yeah? You want the romance. Maybe that's it. Maybe for you, or maybe for someone else, the romance has died in the relationship, and one of you is trying your damnedest to reignite the relationship, or to get it off the damn ground. Again, if you have a crush on someone and someone's like kind of blanking you and not really giving you the time of day, you're like, look at me, I'm so perfect for you, or you're so you know, there's this deep desire. And I think it's because, for lack of a better word, Virgo, you're ignorant right now. Why are you ignorant? Because of this moon card. You can't see everything. When the moon is here, it talks about illusions and delusions, right? It talks about having hunches and having instincts and having intuition, but not necessarily heeding that intuition. It's there. It's viable. It's attainable, but because it's shrouded in the light of the moon, in the shadowy aspect of the moon, you don't trust it. There we go. You don't trust it. So some of you have a hunch. This person, you like them, if they're like a crush, but they don't see you that way. Like, you have a hunch they're going to friend zone you. Okay, well, listen to that gut instinct. You're probably headed to the friend zone. Others of you, you might have a hunch that your partner has strayed. I don't know if that's coming up. That's just a scenario that they put here. I'm not looking down here, so I don't know. Maybe follow that hunch. I'm not saying that they did. Don't take that as, word and run with it, But you have this sneaking suspicion that your partner is straying in some form or fashion. Maybe not fully believe that. Get some ocular proof, get some concrete proof before you make any rash decisions, okay? But whatever you are not seeing that is being kept from you in some cases, it's to do with this moon card. There's a lot of, yes, that's the other part of the moon, secrecy. A lot of secrets. I'm not getting full-on lying. I'm getting lying by omission. So you ask a question, you get half an answer. They didn't lie, they just didn't tell you the whole truth. You see what I mean? Part of whatever they told you, where were you last Tuesday? I was down at Bobby's eating tacos. Taco Tuesday. Okay, that's true. What they neglected to tell you was they were with someone else. Or after they left Bobby's on Taco Tuesday, they went and hung out with their ex. Some shit like that. And maybe it's nothing romantic or sexual with them and the ex, them and the other person. It could have just been, I made contact with someone that you don't want me to make contact with, Virgo. Like, maybe I went and saw my baby mama without you with me. Some people have those weird rules in their relationships. If you're going to go see that bitch, you better have me with you because I don't trust her. Like, some people have that kind of shit going on. And for your partner, Virgo, they might have been like, you know what? I just got to go over there. I got to drop something off for the baby. I'm not going to go all the way home, pick up Virgo, get Virgo in the car because Virgo's already in bed or getting ready to go to bed. So let me just go over here, drop this stuff off for the kid, and then I'll go home. And it could be something just like that. But that lying through omission, you feel it. You are hunched. You have hunches. Get the ocular proof. Get concrete information before you make any decisions. Okay? This is annoying. Like, I feel annoyed. Because Virgo, a lot of times, and here's the thing about Virgo, in my experience, and I've told you guys this several times in your readings, if you've returned, if you've seen me before, you know I know Virgos. I'm surrounded by them. Literally, I know a lot of Virgos, okay? And I don't even know their life stories, all of them. I just know of them, and like we hang out like once in a while. But when they come around, and when we talk about hypotheticals or, you know, life experiences and stuff, there's a pattern in my experience dealing with Virgos that Virgos insist upon the truth or insist upon just tell me, just whatever it is, just tell me. Because Virgos like to be informed, like anybody else, but Virgos really like to be informed. If I know the information that is pertinent here, I can make the best decision for myself, or more than likely for everybody involved, because Virgo likes to do that. Okay, you want to make decisions that benefit everybody, aka benefits you, but you know your way is the right way. You're not an egomaniac, you're not a control freak, you just have that quality about you. Okay, so you're sitting here with this person, with your partner, with your potential partner, with your husband, with your wife, with whoever, the person who is significant to you in the Lover's card. And you're like, just tell me what happened last Tuesday. I told you I went down to Bobby's, had tacos. Okay. That's what you say. Okay. And then when they're not looking, pick up the phone, look through the text message history. Maybe you're really sophisticated, you got a GPS tracker on their shit, I don't know. And you find out, oh, not only did you go to Bobby's for Taco Tuesday, you went over to your ex's house. What's up with that? And you confront them. Or you might save that. Some Virgos save it. You build your ammunition. You build your case before you present it to the court. Okay? And sometimes that's literally what you do. Oh, I've been compiling information on you, and I'm going to take you to court for divorce. I'm going to take you to court for custody of the kids. And you think I'm coming in there unprepared? Oh, hell no. I got a paper trail, baby. I got a paper trail on you. I got all the receipts of when you saw her. Like, I'm channeling for somebody. So that's why I'm insisting, but then also kind of confirming to you what you're doing anyway. I would not expect most Virgos out there to make rash decisions based on just the hunch. You will need the solid proof before you make a move. Okay? So, Hangman, right above that moon card. So the secondary card of Pisces. So you got Pisces here twice. Pisces might be very important to you, Virgo. Your partner could be a Pisces. Somebody in their life could be a Pisces, okay? And the idea of a Pisces, if it's not a significant person in your life, the ideals or the attributes of Pisces are important to you. Pisces are super intuitive. Pisces are super, how do I want to put this? Because I don't want to insult anybody. But Pisces are also very naive and vulnerable and gullible sometimes. They're smart, but they can be gullible. It's kind of weird. Like, like, you know how they have like those memes or those GIFs or GIFs, however you want to say it, where somebody's like having a real serious conversation and then all of a sudden they point off screen or they point over there and they say, "Ooh, squirrel!" Like, Pisces can be distracted. Pisces can fall into their own escape. That's it. So there we go. That's why this Pisces energy, if it's not a person, it's the energy of Pisces is important. There is an intuition that you have, an inkling, a hunch that you have, Virgo, but you're lending yourself, or you're falling into the tendency of Pisces, which is to ignore your intuition, skip over, gloss over the hunches, and fall prey to escapism. Get wrapped up in a fantasy. Get wrapped up in a dream, in a hope, in a wish. Whatever the hell you're hoping and wishing for, whatever you're praying on, whatever you are fantasizing about, you dive deep into that, deep into it. And that's the other thing about Pisces. They go deep. Water sign energy, deep, 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 down to the bottom of the ocean, okay? So there is this need for you to break the surface of that deep water, come up for air. Still hold on, because the Hangman also encourages you not to make those rash decisions, okay? And when you have the Hangman energy, like, I feel there's like a battle or a vying for dominance between the qualities of Pisces, which I just discussed, I can't talk, just discussed, and the qualities of the Hangman. And I wish you could see like what they put in my brain. It's like a layering thing, because Pisces is in this card and this energy exists in Pisces as well. You just have to, there we go. You have to section off or trim away, prune away the sections or the aspects of Pisces energy that aren't fitting with you right now. Take up the good parts. It's like shelling seafood or shellfish, right? When you, for those who eat crab or whatever, don't eat the yellow stuff. That's the crab poop. Eat the white meat, right? When I was a kid, I learned that lesson the hard way. Haha. Sorry, a little TMI, but I hope you get what I'm saying. So the not so helpful qualities of Pisces right now is that escapism, that diving into fantasy, that ignoring of the intuition. The better qualities, or the more helpful qualities of Pisces for you right now, is to tap into the intuition and be in a position of receiving. Because when you're in this Hangman position, dangling upside down from an apple tree, you have no choice but to receive. You have no choice but to be open to a new way of seeing the world, right? Because most of the time, most human beings spend the majority of their life walking upright, standing upright, sitting upright, right? Nobody regularly is hung upside down. And when you are hung upside down, it's a different way of viewing the world. The gravity affects your body differently. You're looking at the ceiling, which is now the floor, and it's just weird. It's weird. It's a almost warped way of viewing your surroundings. So you need a fresh new perspective, perhaps to flip your perspective entirely, do a total 180. So where you're trusting, maybe not become distrusting, but become more investigative. If you are overly investigating your partner and it's coming up nothing, you're getting goose eggs. You're like, who are you with? You verify that they were with that person, or you verify their location that night. All right, ease up, relax, begin to trust your partner. So there's this idea of seeing things from a different perspective. Interesting. What else is going on here? Well, here's the thing. Who dat? Child. So there's, for some of you, Page of Wands. There's a child of significance in this situation. Could be your child. Could be the child of your ex. Or not your ex, but your partner with their ex. You know what I mean? You could be a step parent or something like that. But there is a child of significance. And this kid is so cute. So cute, this kid. And I've mentioned it in other readings. I don't know if I mentioned it for you before. I don't resonate with children. I'm not a parent. Don't think I ever will be. Maybe. I don't know. And so the energy of children, or their presence and interacting with them, is kind of foreign to me. But this kid, and I'm not like some ghoul. I'm not like some witch living in the woods or something like that. I like kids a bit. So the fact that I'm like, this kid is adorable. This kid is so cute. This kid is so much fun to be around. They're so interesting. Like, you know, that cliche of, you know, seeing the world through a child's eyes. Ooh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the perspective you need to have, is seeing the world through this kid's eyes. And I'm saying child, just child. This could be an adult person who is the child of you, or the child of your partner, or their ex, or whoever. So it's just the idea of belonging to someone else in a way, okay? But they're just amazing, this kid. Very cute, adventurous, spunky, energetic. Has like a very clear interest in certain things. Probably like sports in some cases, or something that involves their body. So maybe like acting, dance, things like that. An active person, an active child. And so, if it's your kid, their kid, I don't know. I feel like a protective energy here. Like maybe you've ignored your instincts or your intuition and played into fantasy because you want to make a family situation work. You know, like how a lot of people, Virgo, and I know someone personally, not now, but years ago, who really was like, gotta stay together for the kids. I personally, I'm gonna put this crystal down right here so you see I'm not doing the tarot thing. I'm gonna put the card down. Jay, as a person, doesn't subscribe to that. Does not subscribe to that. I feel, personally, that it's a slight disservice to the child to play as if you're in a happy home. That's just me. Let me resume, because I don't want to go on a tangent with that. So, that might be something that you guys are into, or that you're experiencing. Or maybe your partner is insisting, let's try and work this out for the kid, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I don't know. But there's this idea of wanting to protect this Page of Wands. Wanting them to not have to maybe witness another breakup. Like, I really am heavy on, you, Virgo, are with a partner who has a kid with someone else. And you are step parenting to this Page of Wands. And you know things are rough between you and your partner. And because, for the sake of the Page of Wands child, again, regardless of how old they are, this could be like a 20-year-old person, but you're just like, I don't want them to have to see their mother or their father break up again. I don't want to do that. Or I don't want to be the cause of them feeling a certain type of way. I really get that strongly for somebody. Somebody out there is experiencing this whole, I gotta protect the kid. I don't want them to be heartbroken over this again. And oh, that's also possible. Ooh, maybe some of y'all are doing like that soap opera thing where you're back with the child, or the other parent of your child, and you're doing the second go round because you or your partner said they changed and that things were going to get better, and you've been going at it for a while, and turns out shit didn't get better. And so now you're like, I don't want to disappoint the kid again. I don't want to hurt the kid's heart again. All right, so there's this repeating of hurting towards the child that really has a lot of you guarded, or really has a lot of you not taking action and really diving into that fantasy and getting into those illusions and delusions that we talked about earlier with the moon card, okay? Now, that was a lot for the kid. There are people out there who don't have children, like me. So if this is not a kid, did I say fire sign energy earlier? I don't think I did. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, by the way. Doesn't mean that your kid or the kid in question or the person in question has to be, but that's the energy behind them. Very spunky, very fiery, okay? If it's not a child, what are we dealing with here? We're dealing with naive, young intentions. We're dealing with people, you or the partner or somebody close to your relationship, having this young, naive, overly eager, overly precocious, or out of their lane energy. Stay in your lane. Nah, here you come, coming out of your lane. So somebody's being immature, being feisty with their immaturity, perhaps being a little impulsive, a little mouthy, maybe. So that could be you, could be your partner, could be their ex, could be somebody. And it's just, in this case where it's not a child of anybody, you or your partner or the ex. If it's not someone's child, it's like a friend, the ex, your partner, you. And there's a lot of this, a lot of that. Could be your partner, like I said, half-truths, lying by omission. You know, you ask one question, they give you a mile-long response, and all you wanted to know was, did you want eggs with breakfast? And then they go on this long tangent about something else. And it's just like, that has nothing to do with this. But that's a telltale sign that something's off. That something is amiss here. Something is not adding up, you know? So this person, in this instance, sort of a trickster, okay? Sort of. I'm also getting like irritable or irritating. Take your pick. They're irritating or they are irritated by you or other people, and it's just like attitude also with that. So aside from the cute kid, I'm not really a fan of the Page of Wands right now because first of all, these are 3 major arcana. Where we started with you and the Lovers and what we talked about in the beginning. That's a lot of oversight or what do I mean when I say that? I mean, there's a lot of divinity, a lot of eyes on you from up above, that kind of thing. Like there's guidance in these 3 cards where you started. And I said you were here, here, and here. I really didn't attribute that energy to anyone else. So there's a lot of oversight for you, Virgo. A lot of guidance for you. A lot of intuition and cosmic downloads or cosmic hits or synchronicities that you can see, but you're not really putting 2 and 2 together. Then, where the first point of vexing, well, not the first point, but the first outside person came in was this Page of Wands. When it's a kid, when it's a child of somebody, it's good. If it's not, we have a challenger here. We have a challenging energy to all this oversight that you're receiving from the universe, from God, from spirit, whatever, in the form of a page. Someone thinks they're... That's not the way that you're supposed to use this term, I don't think, but someone is like too big for their britches kind of like thing. Like I see a kid, a literal kid, or someone young or slight of frame in oversized clothes. So, could be you, could be, I don't know who it is, but it's just like, no, you're not really up to match or up to par of whatever Virgo's dealing with. So, in some of your cases, you are dating, married to, interested in a partner who is not mature enough. It's a general reading, so it could go the other way. You could be not mature enough for them, whatever. It's not even. It's not up to par. Intention might be there. The passion might be there, okay? The fiery enthusiasm one needs to begin a relationship might be there. Is that it? Ah, okay. Because that's the thing about the pages. They're the start of the court cards. Page, Knight, Queen, King, right? They start off on that trajectory. Foundational work. But then they have to upgrade. Become a knight, become a queen, become a king. They have to transform into those roles. Whoever this is, whether you just met them or you've been with them for fucking 50 years, they have not upgraded. They have not matured. Or you haven't, whoever this is. So we have a discrepancy now. We have a discrepancy now. Because you can't be making hardcore lovey-dovey eyes, having deep commitment and love with someone who's immature, who hasn't become whoever they're supposed to become. Maybe they're only supposed to graduate up to a knight. Okay, fine. At least you made some progress. Maybe they're meant to be or destined to grow up and or mature into the role of a king of wands. Some of you, king of the castle. Like some of you want a man who becomes the king of the castle, but you're dealing with a page. You got all the enthusiasm in the world, but you ain't got no action behind whatever you're doing. You have great ideas, but you lack the fortitude, the wherewithal, the work ethic to put that shit into motion. Incomplete, that person, for some of you, okay? Let's move on from him because the kid part, cool. Adult person who might be your partner or the ex of your partner, not a fan, okay? So, what do we have? Yeah. So we're going to make, yep. You're going to put it to bed or you're going to ride this out. Judgment. Ooh, judgment. I'm having a moment here. Pluto energy, right? So secondary card of Scorpio. All right, secondary major arcana card for Scorpio. So you might have a Scorpio in your life of significance, but you don't have to. You do not have to. So some of you are going to put this to bed. You know, judgment traditionally talks about rising up from the dead, bringing back what was laid to rest, etc., resurrection, all that good stuff. Fine. That could just be talking about what you've been doing or what you plan to do or what is playing out for you right now. I'm getting the distinct reverse for some of you. Put it to bed. Lay it to rest. Bury it. Okay? So what are you burying? Maybe some of you, like it's talking what we said before, you're burying your intuition, burying your head in the sand, not wanting to realize these things, not wanting to come to grips with these challenges in your life. Others of you, wake-up calls. Oh, you know what? You know, we said we were going to try this again. Maybe, you know, for the reconciliation, those who are like going on this roller coaster ride for a second time. Maybe you've been going at it for a few weeks or a few months. I changed, Virgo. Let me in. I changed. We can work this out. Okay, cool. Let's do it. That was you months ago, weeks ago. Now, come up to May. You're starting to feel fatigued. You're starting to feel, did you really change? And then you go over your notes. You pull out your receipts. So when we were first dating, when we first were married, you did the XYZ. Now you come back in March or April 2019, whatever, or even in 2018 maybe. You come back and you're still doing XYZ. Virgo's going to put their thinking cap on. Right? Virgo's going to pull their head out of the sand. Virgo's going to realize, oh shit, you came back and you said you were a king of wands, but look at this. Is that a thing? Is that a thing like playing in like the king's clothes? Like playing dress up, basically, is what they showed me. Again, a child in oversized clothing. You came back knocking on my door, saying, give me another chance. I love you, Virgo, baby, please. I said, okay. And now I've seen you in this domestic space, and I realize you haven't changed. I got to put this to bed. I got to bury this. We can't do this again. No. I was wrong. Or not even I was wrong. I gave you a chance. It's not working out, buddy. It's not working out. Now, you might have the kid in tow with that. You might struggle to make that decision. You might struggle with how to execute whatever plans you're making because the kid might be involved or because you see the vulnerability of your partner. They need a helping hand. Virgo loves to give a helping hand, okay? Part of you is not wanting to let this go. Part of you wants that resurrection to be for real. Part of you wants that reconciliation to go the distance. But I'm telling you, if any of this resonated with you so far, at some point, maybe not in May, but I think you're going to wise up, wake up to the reality that's around you. What you are hopeful for here is just a hope, is just a wish. What is the reality around you? Look at that. Ah, girl, yes, come on. Queen of Wands. Now, remember I was saying how we could be looking for somebody who is the King of Wands? Queen of Wands. This is you. This is not the partner moving from page to knight to queen. Nope. This is you as the Queen of Wands already, Virgo. You're borrowing that energy from the fire signs, okay? And you own yourself. You own your mind. You own and understand what you want in life. You see it clearly. Look at that. She's in front of this pasture with that horse in the background. These acres, all these acres are mine. And I want somebody to bring their own pony, their own horse to my stable. I want that person to be a King of Wands. You want your match. Your match is not on the board. Your match is not on this board. You got a page. You got yourself all strung up and confused over here. And you have yourself given second chances. And during that second chance, you're going to realize, oh shit, I'm a Queen of Wands around here. I'm a boss, right? I own my own stable. I have several acres of land up under me. This is all metaphorical, of course. If you live in a one-bedroom apartment, that's your damn stable. That's your damn, 50 acres of land, whatever. Wow. And she looks ready. Like, to be a Queen of Wands, she's not just sitting still on a throne. Like, I feel like this is someone who's like waiting for a date. Waiting for a date night, maybe. Taco Tuesdays. How about you take me out to dinner on a Friday night? Let's get a sitter. But you want to spend every Tuesday down at, what did I say, Bobby's for Taco Tuesday? Like, you want someone to meet you where you are. But you're waiting. And you're probably waiting in vain. And you know why? Because here on this line, right down here, where did we start? This is your fantasy. Not your fantasy, but this is what you hope for, dream, wish, desire. That deep connection. We're just looking into each other's eyes and we love each other and it's so good. You want that. Queen of Wands, she's there dreaming about that moment. But here, like I said earlier, with that moon card on the other side, that's an illusion. That's an illusion. Not to say you can't have it. Not to say you should stop dreaming of that. No. The reality around you is the delusion. You think that's happening with what you got now. Hell no. No. Not with them. Second chance, first chance, 15th chance. I don't know. Been together 2 years, 15 years, 86 years. I don't care. With this person, no. Quickly. The other thing they're showing me here, or that they highlighted to me on the illustration, is aside from being in oversized clothes, this page is playing on a hobby horse or whatever. This person is playing. Play acting, playing dress up, playing as if they are a grown-up. Play. Are you for plays or are you for realsies, Virgo? You decide. If you're for play, if you want to play house with somebody, if you want to play act as if you're in this really strong, firm, effusive commitment with one another and it's like the end-all be-all of romantic connections, if you want to play that game, you can do that. But I would suggest you don't. Don't sink from a Queen of Wands to meet this person as the Page of Wands. They need to upgrade and become a Queen of Wands alongside you, or a King of Wands one step ahead of you, one step further down the rung towards leadership and pure autonomy and pure power. Okay? Oh, Lord. And you know what? That makes sense. Because when I do this, I'm going to give you guys a little behind the scenes. When I'm doing this, like I did in the beginning, I'm not looking at the card. I'm looking away, and I'm just being guided. And the guide was to put it in reverse. That is on purpose, right? Your outcome, full card in reverse. Secondary major arcana of Aquarius. So you might have an Aquarius in your life who is important, but does not have to be. Not leaping forward. Not taking the risk. Not being guided by what you know instinctively. What you feel in your bones. What you feel in your heart. You are guarded, you are still, and some of you are afraid. Because when the Fool is in the upright, there is no fear. There is no trepidation. There is no holding back. In reverse, held back, fearful, stuck. So as your outcome, I don't really see much progress. This is a wake-up call. Other readings, other things that you are doing to get insight into the situation, other conversations might confirm this, might back up what I've told you today, might affirm and back up the intuitive and instinctual hits that you have. Girl, guy, whoever is watching this, you better listen to yourself. More than anybody, listen to yourself. The deep, 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 deep part of yourself. All right? Listen to it. Are you on the right path? That's the thing. Pick it back up. Thank you. When you are the Fool reversed, whatever path you've been on, you remain there. You do not turn left, right. You don't make a U-turn. You don't build a jetpack and fire off into the sky. You stand perfectly still where you are. There's no progress. Now, that's the other thing. With that Queen of Wands, you're waiting. Nobody's showing up. No King of Wands is showing up. No equal match of a queen on your level, but in a different suit is matching you. You keep getting a damn Page of Wands, or you keep getting these immature or unprepared people in your life. So, stop it. Change direction. Get off at the next stop. Whatever metaphor you want to use here. You can't keep circling around the same parking lot thinking you're going to meet Mr. Right. You know what I mean? Like, something has to change here on your end, Virgo, to get where you want to be. All right? I'm not trying to clobber you over the head with this, but I feel it very intensely. I might be channeling for somebody who's near and dear to you. I might be channeling for your guides who you've blocked out of your head. They may have come here today and speaking through me is trying to give you a kick up the ass. All right? Your overall for May is 8 of Swords. Here we go again. Stuck. All right? Look at this woman on that. I forget what you call this. Like, it's a wheel, but I feel it's like called something in the performance. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, aside from like being half naked, which indicates a certain level of vulnerability, this woman is tied and tethered and spun around in a circle. So again, not only are you bound, not only are your eyes closed, they're closed, right? Yeah, her eyes are closed, so you can't see anything. You're spinning around in a circle, so you're disoriented. Swords are being thrown at you, so you're in danger, or you're very vulnerable. I feel, again, it's that spinning motion. Maybe that's how you feel in your head. You feel spun around, you feel dizzy, confused, don't know which way to go, don't know which way is the ceiling, which way is the floor. If this is like an actual magician's performance, like the lights are blurring, when you open your eyes, you can't see the audience, you don't know where your partner is, like in this act, right? It's like somebody has to throw the knives or throw the swords at this person. So this person has thrown these swords, but they're not in the card. So it's like, here you are, spinning on this wheel all by your damn self. Tied up, confused, vulnerable. Like, I'm exhausted just like talking to you about this. And maybe that's it. Maybe you're exhausted. Maybe someone you talk to about this situation is exhausted. Maybe this is your best friend or your mother, whoever, their therapist. And here you go, talking about this relationship with the Page of Wands, talking about how you don't know what you should do and you feel confused and all this shit. And you've been talking about this for months. You've been talking about this for the better part of a year, whatever. You're talking about somebody who you used to date, and then you tell your best friend you're dating again, and they're like, why? Why are you doing that again? I thought that he or she or whoever treated you like shit. Why would you take them back? So you are exhausted. People that you're confiding in and trusting, not trusting per se, but like that you're looking for insight from, are telling you, yeah, bitch, you're on a freaking wheel. Like, what do you expect dealing with that person? What do you expect if your head is buried in the sand? What other result could you expect, Virgo? Is basically what someone is like kind of hinting at or telling you straight up, like I just told you. Okay? So, and let me, yes, pick it back up. I gotta pick up a lot and pick it back up. That's funny. Anyway, the other thing here, which is different than the traditional Rider-Waite deck, is that there is this escape, this freeing away from this energy is not going to be easy. Like I said, the partner who is the other half of this magic act or this stunt, they're not there. So they're not going to let you down. They're not going to free you from that wheel, right? And unlike the traditional tarot where it's a woman, she's tied and bound, and the swords are around her, but she could just shimmy out of her shackles or shimmy out of the ribbon or whatever that binds her. Every limb is tied to that wheel. The ankles and the wrists. And you're upside down. How are you going to get out of this? If you're Harry Houdini, maybe you could. David Blaine's, second cousin, sure. If you're just regular Joe Schmo or plain Jane, whatever, this feels impossible to you. A lot of you feel you have no escape. And I would say you would be valid to feel that way. I think you can get over it, like we discussed earlier between the moon and the hangman. Getting ocular proof, getting concrete proof, building up your courage to act, taking people to court if you have to, presenting people with your argument and then cutting them off. Whatever you got to do, you can. But for you, it feels like a crazy merry-go-round that you can't get off of. Virgo, that is your reading for May. Oh my gosh, why? Oh, I'm sorry. That was a tough one to deliver because I feel emotionally drained right now. I feel like eventually my throat is like, I get a little tickle here in my throat. So it feels like we're approaching the brink to something. And it's tough. You have my condolences. You have my sympathy. I wish you all the best in it. In terms of the video and the message, though, if you liked it, please hit the like button. If you want to tell me or, describe a little bit of how this reading resonated with you, you can leave it in the comment box below. If you want to share this video with people, let them know what's going on in your life through the context of this video. That would be amazing. You can share it on Twitter and Facebook and all these other places. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, but you like what you saw here today and you want to be notified of when I'm going to upload again, just hit the subscribe button to make sure you click the bell as well. And you will see when I come back with new content for you, okay? Virgo. My gosh. I thank you guys so much for watching this video, okay? I will be back in a few weeks and do the mid-May. And then, of course, towards the end of May, I will come back and do the June video, so you have some things to look forward to. Maybe I'll do a random in there. Maybe one day I'll go live. I don't know. We'll see. But I look forward to seeing you guys in the future, okay? Thanks again so much for watching. Take care. Bye.